Don't need any audio or anything. So this is the new website I created, whatyoudo.in. Let me I'm gonna copy I'm gonna have the link next to the recording of the video so you can check that out. So all right. So yeah, so whatyoudo.in. And so, people always say, and I'm including that, say like I'm so busy and stuff like that. And so yeah, so it just sends you a thing what you're doing, and then you're like, oh, I really have to respond, or you don't have to respond, but kind of like puts you like, oh, what am I doing? Kind of thing. So then how it works, you turn it on, you get a notification asking every hour, asking, what you're doing, reply with what you're doing, and your responses stay in your device because everything is through local storage, and so like it doesn't get sent off to any servers or anything. So, and then you turn it off, nothing happens. And like I said, the hope is that you see where all that time went, and then you want to try it out. And you click here. Well, it's going to be off. Well, first, it's going to ask you to give permissions to receive notifications. And then once you say yes, and once you give permissions, then you'll see this. I can't send a test notification because when you screen share, a thing I found out recently, when you screen share, I don't know if it's Chrome or maybe the actual OS or something. I don't know, but it won't like show notifications because what if something like sensitive came up or what have you? You know what I mean? So that's cool. I understand that. And then you can erase your responses. At some point, I may add quick replies. And so, like, if you're like in a meeting or studying or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you'd be able to do that quickly. All right. Then, so this is settings. Then we have the did, and it kind of just shows what you did during the day or what have you. And then you can go back and forth, between the days, stuff like that. And then you can just, if you go like way off or whatever, then you just hit today. It'll bring you back to today. All right, cool. That's that. Let's see. The shop, of course, got the shop. I make T-shirts and things of that nature. So if you and like designs and things, so if you happen to like any of that, there's that. All right, and then also the about is where kind of talk about uh everything here. So yeah, so I use Astro, and Astro just came out with some new cool stuff. Maybe I'll talk about that later or what have you. But then, so yeah, so I use Astro, Firebase, Notifications API, and Svelte. And yeah, there's that. Oh, let me show you the chat. So what happens is when you click the notification, it'll take you to like a little fake chat. Let's ask you what you're doing. And I'll say, doing a live demo. And then it'll say, so these responses, they're random. So they're like things that I would say, like nice or word or got it, like short things. And so then you go back to what you did. I might put like if you want to send a tweet. What do y'all think? Let me know like if you want to tweet it out. I'm not sure. But so you can, reply saved, you can view what you did, back to the settings if you want to turn it off, or you can just close the app. And so let's see back to where we were. It is like 9:20 where I'm at. So yes, you can see right here in the 9 a.m. hour doing a live demo. And so it's kind of a way of being able to go and see what you actually did throughout the day, hopefully get your time back kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so that's what that does. Website. Let me show you my website for the radio show. And that's at no better hip hop.com. And so yeah, this is the website. It's the previous show. You can listen to the past show, like right in the front. I wanted to be able to jump right into the radio show. First thing you want to listen to music because that's what we're about. You can hear that. But if you want to know better, you can click to know better. And it'll take you into more stuff from the site. I have to fix this because the iframe, I don't know what's up with Spreadshirt. They always make it jump to the store, which is weird. And this is cool. We have like the fan map where people from all over the world have added themselves to the map. It's kind of amazing, super dope. So all these people check out the show. It's amazing. It blows my mind every week. And so just radio show stuff. What's cool is also I added this thing here. I can hear it. You probably can't hear it, but you can go through the tracks. So I made this in like Angular years ago. So at some point, I'm going to redo the site. And but yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to use to rebuild the site. So, and yeah, and then all the podcast stuff or whatever. All right. Did I post a link? I'm gonna put a link to this also. So if you want to check it out, you can. What else? But yeah, this site's got to be a good like 7 years maybe old, because I made this even before I think the boot camp I went to, and the boot camp was maybe like 4 years. Yeah, because I like just started learning Angular, and so everything on this site is basically around Google. Like even like the database, I used like Sheets, Google Sheets for as a database. You know what I'm saying? So I all my things are updated in there and gets reflected onto here. And it's through Firebase, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's so old. I don't even have like an about section. You know what I mean? So, all right. What am I doing? Okay, so let me add this link. Cool. All right. Let me talk about the website now. What you have here. So let's yeah, okay, let me close this. Cool. Oh, also, Plural Site is having like a free weekend so you can try out their stuff and see if you like it. And I think it's pretty cool. So you can see like they have like JavaScript courses. They have these paths. That's what I like about Plural Site. They have like these paths and guided paths. I keep saying paths, but they help you like set you on the straight and narrow and like put guide rails up and you can kind of like go through. So if you like I mentioned Angular, which is funny. So there's like 14 different courses. So you can take a look and so they have oh, it's actually 18 courses. All right. And then so they have the beginner path, intermediate, and advanced. So you're able to kind of go through so you get the big picture, getting started, Angular CLI, all these things. And there's like actual, I think, like projects too that you build also. Pretty cool. And so Pluralsight, I know some folks that work at Pluralsight because Pluralsight bought a company in Orlando called Code School. And I knew some of the instructors at Code School. And then Pluralsight bought them, so they brought them along and stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, so if you, I don't know C sharp, but hey, if I wanted to learn C sharp, and also if you're a developer, like at least where I work, we have an educational budget. And so we get to spend a certain amount of money on things that help us get better at our job. And so I actually had a Pluralsight account, which just lapsed. So I'm looking for like maybe there's a Black Friday special or something. 'Cause I think that's what I did last time, and I'm able to expense it. So yeah, so it's cool stuff. So it's JavaScript. So then yeah, that's cool. So it has all. So it breaks down JavaScript for you and everything. So nice. What else? Yeah, 'cause I think I was trying to learn like React Native or something for a project, and I just didn't. So they have all these different things here for you to check out. So like if you need to learn like AWS or Microsoft Azure, you can. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Some machine learning, AI kind of stuff. Cool. And they also have like certifications and things, which I think you pay extra for. So that because there's different, yeah, so there's different skills and then flow. I guess figure out how your workflow is or something like that. All right, neither here nor there. All right, and then a bunch of resources. So yeah, just want to let you all know that there's a free weekend and you can sign up and give it a shot. So maybe during this time here, you can give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can do. Now, for the website, all right, so right now, what you're looking at is the break sessions. All right. Untilit.works is broken into 2 ciphers every week, right? So 2 ciphers, about 3 hours a piece. The hope is that in that time, you're able to work on something that you've been meaning to work on. It doesn't have to be coding or anything. Is coding because I do coding, but it could be, cleaning up around the house or doing like some sort of chore or something. Like right now, I'm doing laundry or what have you. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna clean out the van a little bit later. So it's whatever it is. You know what I mean? And so it's just about having that dedicated time to work on a thing that you've been meaning to get done. Cool. Now, so right now, what you see here is that above this video player, you'll see home, shop, subscribe, and log out. I'm really thinking about changing that subscribe to schedule, but I've just been too lazy. So under subscribe, it'll show you all the upcoming ciphers that are happening. And you're able to subscribe to get notified when we go live. So there's that. And like I said, there's the shop. You can go back to the home screen, what have you. Below that is the video, is which we're looking at right now. Below that is just kind of like a disclaimer that you may need to click play, because if you hop in one of these break sessions, oh, that's right. So each cipher, the 3-hour blocks, consist of 2 like sessions. So there's the break session, which what we're in, and the work. So it's kind of like, a time to, stretch, walk around, do what you got to do. You don't have to sit here watching me. I'll just kind of ramble about whatever I find interesting, or people can come on. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, so that's the break session. You're in a break session now. Below that, the player, if you ever happen to jump in to the site while we're on break session, there's a thing in the browsers. I gotta like explore it some more, but you can't have auto playing videos with sound because it might be jarring for people, like unless you have interacted with the site before. So that's why you may have to click play. So if it looks like it's frozen, you may have to click the player to click play so that it will actually, start playing the live stream. Then next to that, you can open closed caption. So what I'm doing right now is I have running through the browser the web speech recognition API, and it's done through the browser. So as I'm speaking, it's being turned into text, hopefully pretty accurately, and that shows up in that block when you hit open closed caption. Below that, we have this thing where if you found something interesting, you're able to clip it out. So throughout the break sessions, you can clip out little things, and you get 5 of them. They're about 5 seconds each. And when I hit stop, so there's 5 sections. Once you get them all done, you hit create a highlight video, right? So that's important. You have to make sure you hit create a highlight video. What that does is stores your timestamps into the database, so that when I hit stop broadcast, it goes to a whole bunch of stuff in the back end that will then combine the clips, and then it will show you, it'll combine the clips, make a video, and then you will be able to check out that video and share it if you want. And I'll show you where you'll be able to get that. That's in the work session. All right. So, and I'm going to go over a little bit. I didn't mean to talk about all this other stuff, but by the way, the plural site, let me copy that link and add it to the site as well. Cool, add that. So if you want to check it out, you can always can. Sure. All right, so that is the and then also there's like the timer, and then you can join the room to join the chat and ask questions if you so choose. All right, cool. Now, show y'all the work session. What happens when you're in the work session? So once I hit stop broadcast, send y'all back to work on whatever it is, you'll see something that looks similar to this. The background is probably different because it's randomly picked, and then the audio player, the track, the artist may be different because, again, that's randomly selected. And so what happens is, I know a lot of really awesome producers, and so who make great music, so they submitted some tracks for projects like this, so be able to listen to some music while you're working on what you're working on. So here, so it's going to be like a continuous playlist of music. So if you want to listen to some music, you can. If you want to find out more information about it, you can actually click the title. It'll take you to their Bandcamp page. You can buy it. You can share it. There's also, if you like the track, you want to help spread the word, you can hit that tweet little button there, icon, not icon, but the word tweet, and it'll open up Twitter in a new browser window or what have you, and it'll go to Twitter with a pre-populated tweet to help promote the artists. Just kind of a way I want to be able to help promote artists. All right, over here is your to-do section. Where it says add a task, you can add the task, the thing that you want to get done. You can either hit enter or the plus there to add it to the to-dos. You're able to check off your to-dos, and that sends them to done. You can also edit. If you like double click it, I think you double click or single click. I don't remember. It was a while since I did this, but you can edit your tasks. Then once you check them off, it goes to done. So you can click done to see the list of tasks that you've completed. Now, once everything is over, you can actually send a tweet. You click the little Twitter icon that opens up Twitter again with a pre-populated tweet that has all your completed tasks in it. So it's kind of like a nice little way of like, I feel good, got things done. Here we go. So Then we got another timer. This one counts down to when the next break session is going to be. Break sessions happen 15 minutes after the hour. Below that, we have view tutorials. So let's say you don't have a thing that you want to work on, and maybe you want to get into coding. And like we saw with the Plural site, I have some tutorials there that are free that you can try out to see if coding is a thing you want to get into. So I have Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And so from what I understand, I haven't done them because they weren't around when I was learning code. But from what I understand, they give you like a good grasp of what's involved in coding. Now, let's say you already know you like coding and you want to just maybe build a project and incorporate something cool into it to kind of differentiate yourself from other things, other projects. So I've got the so the Free Code Camp and Odin Project, they'll get you there to where like you can decide whether or not you want to spend more time and or money on things like Plural Site or any other courses to further your learnings. So yeah, and then like I said, if you want to further your learning some more and incorporate some cool stuff like some projects, I work at Vonage as a JavaScript developer advocate, and so part of that is like kind of like taking care of the tutorials and things. So there's some tutorials that you can follow where one of them is you'll be able to dial a phone number in your browser and then hit dial, and then an actual phone, the phone that's connected to that phone number will ring, and you'll be able to have a conversation from a phone in the real world to the browser on the internet. It's kind of amazing. And then I have, there's another one that's the opposite. So you call a virtual number from an actual phone and you'll be able to pick it up in the browser and have conversations. And there's a third one where it's, there's two different like browsers, tabs, what have you, two different people logged in, and you're able to have an audio conversation back and forth. Cool stuff. At least I think so. And so that got that up there, so you can check that out. So that's part of the tutorial. I'll probably add more, but again, just been lazy building other stuff. Hako. Hako is help a coder / creator out. Let's say you're working on something, you get stuck, or maybe you made something and you want to get some feedback on it. What you can do is you can create a Hako, and what they'll do is create a room for you, your own room with your own URL, and you can take that URL and share it to social media or whatever and invite people into your room. Now, people just don't join your room all willy-nilly. They can request to join your room, and you'll see who's requested to join the room, and they either log in with their GitHub or Twitter account. And then you'll be able to see their profiles to kind of make sure it's not like a bot or something or a troll or something. You can kind of vet who's coming into your space. Yeah, so there's that. And then you as the owner, you can share your screen and you'll be able to show what it is that you're having trouble with or you want to get feedback on. And there's a chat room, and there's also like you could do audio chats, and then there's speech to text recognition, and there's also text to speech. So I try to get all the different ways people would want to be able to communicate there, I think. So let me know how that works. You can also view any ongoing Hakos or any that have happened in the past. I have some there, like some test ones. Yeah, don't join those. Below that, now, if you don't want to keep hearing me talk about random things, you can actually come on and do a lightning talk. I'm a big fan of lightning talks where you have like 5-10 minutes to just talk about whatever it is that you found interesting and just kind of share what you know about something. No pressure, just kind of a, way of I use it as a way of getting better at speaking, I think. So hopefully it's working. Then below that, we have, remember that highlight clip that you created before? Well, there is where it will show up. So once you submitted it during the break sessions, right? You'll also, it'll say status submitted. And while it's doing its thing in the back end or what have you, once it's done and it's ready to be previewed, it'll change the status to done, and it'll see the view button pop up. Click the view button. It'll bring up a video player with your created highlight clip in there. Then you're able, if you like it, you can download it. And then again, there's an option to click a link, open up Twitter. And what's cool is the link goes to the video archive on the website, but the video preview is your in the tweet is your highlight video, which is pretty cool. And it's like customized, like it has your username in it and stuff. Kind of cool stuff. At least I think it's cool. That's why I made it. So there's that. Now, Twitter sometimes it doesn't show the video depending on if it wants to show the embed card or not. I don't know. So what I've been doing is when I download the video, I send it to Instagram, but I also attach it to the tweet that I'm sending. So that way I know it's always going to show up. So yeah, so that's that. And cool. Let me stop sharing my screen here and get y'all back to work. So again, thanks for hanging out. The next one is going to be 15 minutes after the hour. Going to talk about some cool stuff I came across and like some more stuff you can learn on the web and things for free. And so I'll probably talk about that, I think. So unless something else comes up, unless somebody wants to do a show and tell. So there's that. All right, I'm going to get y'all back to work. Again, thanks for hanging out. 15 minutes after the hour, we'll be back. So I wish you much productivity. And this thing here, cool. I'm trying to make sure I don't mess anything up. Great. Get you. So I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This is Nujabes, one of my favorite producers of all time, featuring Apani B. The track's called "Thank You" because I want to thank y'all for hanging out. And yeah, see y'all 15 minutes after the hour. All right. Thanks again for hanging out. Be easy. Peace. Here we go. Sharing the screen. Awesome. Again, thanks, y'all. See you later.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all.